Hi everybody, welcome to Deb's Way, and I'm Deb. And today is just going to be a talk video, and it's something that I'm doing as a follow-up to a video that I watched a couple weeks ago on one of my favorite channels, and that is Kate Carter, Mature Woman Daily Dose. Okay, if you haven't seen that channel, do check it out. Kay talks about, well, she'll go over some of her favorite items, favorite products that she uses, decorating ideas, makeup, hairstyle, that type of thing, clothing. But she also gives a daily dose of encouragement to people. It's like a slap on the back, not a bad slap, but it's an attaboy type slap to get you going every day. And it's good, positive, upbeat messages of encouragement. So check her out if you have a chance, okay? But it was mid-February, I want to say, when she came out with this message with a video, and it was, how did it go? What is in my dash? And when I read that description of the video, I thought, well, what is that? What is a dash? It just kind of escaped me. I didn't know what that meant. So yes, I was a little intrigued when I tuned into the video, and then she started talking about it, and I thought, oh yeah, that's what a dash is. So for those of you who were like me and did not know what that is, the dash is the time between the year that you were born and then the time, the year that you die. So it's the dash, the in-between years, between the year that you were born and the year that you pass on. And that really got me thinking a lot as to what my life has been about, what I've done with my life, and where my life is headed, okay? Because with help, I do intend to be around for many more years to go. So, no, I'm not ready to give up the ship just yet. But I'm not starting out my life right now. I'm towards the end stage of the game, but I still have several years to go yet, I'm hoping. But I did give it some thought, and yeah, I wrote down pages and pages and pages of ideas of what to talk about on this video, because I went into all my thoughts and about different things, family members, friends, experiences, life's events that I've experienced throughout my years, and it's like, no, I don't need to get that detailed. All I need to talk about is, do I feel like I have fulfilled my life's goals? Have I achieved what I was set out to do, have I achieved what I set out to do in my life? And it's not that I set big goals for myself. I really actually didn't have any. Like some people when they're young, they know that, they want to be a doctor or a lawyer or a nurse or a teacher, something like that. I didn't have any idea. When I was in high school, I took classes that would prepare me for clerical type work, secretarial type work, okay? But then I went to work in a business office, yes, at the phone company, later on with AT&T. So it's like, I was a clerical worker. I was okay with that. It was good paying, I had good benefits, I was comfortable. And comfort is and was important to me. I was able to, when I was single in my 30s, I bought my own little house in Minneapolis. I loved it. I was in a dog hobby that I loved. I trained, I showed Shetland sheepdogs for several years. I was very active in dog clubs back in that area. I enjoyed it. I had many friends in the same interest. And then I came to a point in my life where I wanted to be married, and I did get married. I had a loving husband. We were happy, and everything was going fine. Unfortunately, he was killed in a trucking accident shortly after we moved to Florida, and then I was on my own for maybe a good 10 years before I met my current husband. And during that 10-year gap, I was back to work. I actually went back to school to finish my degree. And then I started taking jobs that I enjoyed doing, that interested me. And I had a variety of jobs. I worked in an elementary school as an autistic teacher's assistant. I loved the job. The teacher was wonderful. The kids were great most of the time. And I learned a lot And I would have continued with it, but the school politics were horrible. I couldn't believe the politics with the principal and how, I mean, it was just too much. And that was at an elementary school level, you know. I couldn't imagine or can't imagine how bad it must be in other types of schools, you know. But it was really bad. I went on from there and I just worked in business offices, you know, receptionist, clerical worker, until I ended up at the hospital and worked as a patient registration rep until I retired again about 7 years ago now, when I met my present husband. When I got married, well, he was retired at the time, and he thought, okay, I should be retired too. And so I did. I retired early. And it was okay for a while, but I missed being out and around people. That's one thing that I enjoyed with the jobs that I had, like at the hospital. I enjoyed working with the public. I felt I was of service, and maybe it was a need in me that was being fulfilled at that time, because I felt like I was able to kind of counsel people in a way when they needed it. Not preach to the people, but if there was somebody that I was registering that was really scared or apprehensive about something that they were there at the hospital to get or do, I talked to them, you know, and I hope that I did ease their mind a little bit about what was going to be happening. Or I literally did sit and pray with people as well to make sure that they were comfortable. It was a very rewarding experience for me, put it that way. It really was. So, what's in my dash? You know, thinking, did I accomplish everything that I set out to do in my life? Well, so far, so good, but you know what? I always come up with something to do, some place to go, something to do, something to keep me busy, you know, doing something new. It keeps me moving, it keeps me busy and active, and I don't see anything wrong with that at all. When it comes right down to it, when my time has come, and I then have a year, you know, I was born this year to that year, I would hope that people would remember me many years from now, of course, that people would remember me as somebody who enjoyed her life, was happy and very content in her life, who cared about the welfare of other people around her, friends and family, okay, and also people that she didn't even know, she cared about their well-being, that she was generous in many ways. And generosity doesn't necessarily mean just by giving money to somebody, okay? That she was friendly and outgoing. And that she lived her life to the fullest possible means that she could. Yeah. I would hope people would say that. Now, after Kay's video, that really got me thinking so much, and I thought, I think I'm going to do a little video on this, but I thought I'd pass it by Kay to begin with, and I did kind of tell her that I was thinking about doing a video in response to hers, and she replied to me and said, "That is wonderful. Please let everyone know I said hello and enjoy each moment of every day to make their dash the best they can." Okay? And to what Kay said, I guess I would want to add, do whatever you can do, most definitely, to make the most of your life. My favorite saying, my standard saying has been, live your life to the fullest. Do what you want in life to make yourself happy, as long as it doesn't hurt you or a loved one, and it's not illegal, okay? That's a standard phrase. For one thing, don't keep wishing and dreaming about doing something keep putting it off, like saying that you're working hard now and, oh, like maybe next year or maybe within the next 5 years we'll do this or that and that. Don't put it off that long if you don't have to. Take the time to do it now. You never know what's in the future. And if it's something that you really want to do, go ahead and do it if you can. I would hope that you try to live your life to the fullest possible, each and every day, okay? That would be my message. That's what I think I've tried to do, even though some days I do like to spend a lazy day at home. But that's my choice, And otherwise, I do get out there and do something every day. So, but that's my message. That is, how does she say it? That is what I believe is in my dash. What I believe others would say would be in my dash, okay? And hopefully other people would agree with me too. Now, if this inspired you to do a similar video or make a comment about what is in your dash, please do so. If you're commenting only, put it down below, okay? I'd love to read what you think or hope is in your dash. Yeah, it's kind of a bleak subject in a way, but it really is a thought-provoking subject to talk about and think about what others' perspective of you just might be. Now, and keep it on a positive note, of course. And of course it should always be on a positive note. What am I saying? And likewise, if you're new to this video, I hope you like it. And you hit that little subscribe button that I've shown on the screen. And click that bell to be notified of upcoming videos, okay? Come on back. And we'll see what I can get into next. But that's about it for this time, okay? I hope you're all having a great day out there. You take care. We'll be talking to you again real soon. But it's bye for now.